Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce, my name is Tria Aini, Management Class 22A, NPM 2240 1037. Here, I will explain about psychology of human research management in industry. The first about definition of human research management. Human research management, or HRM, psychology is a branch of science that combines the principles of psychology and management to optimize the use, development, and well-being of employees in the workplace. In an industrial context, HR management psychology aims to understand human behavior in the workplace, increase productivity, and promote employee well-being through various HR management strategies. Psychological aspects of HR management in an industrial context have 4 points. The first is HR planning. The second, recruitment and selection. The third is employee development and continuous learning. And the last point about performance management. The first, we are talking about HR planning. HR planning have 3 points. The first is HR need analysis. This process involves identify the number and type of workforce required by the organization to achieve short-term and long-term goals. In this process, HR psychologists consider industry trend, skill recruitment, and employee turnover rate. Point 2 of HR planning is succession planning. It involves identifying and developing employees with high potential for future leadership positions. Success planning also serves to reduce the risks of losing talent when key employees leave the organization. The 3 point, recruitment plan preparation. HR psychologists work with management to plan an effective recruitment strategy. This plan includes determining the position, needing, the timing of recruitment, and the method used to attract qualified candidates. The next slide about recruitment and selection. The first about search of recruitment. Determine whether the recruit from internal, promotion transfer, or external search, job website, recruitment agency. HR psychologists consider a factor such as company culture, speed or filling position, and quality of candidate produced. The second, competence-based selection technique. Competence-based selection assesses candidate based on skill and behavior relevant to the position applied for. Selection tools such as behavior interview, simulation tests, and psychometry assessment are used to evaluate candidate competence. The third is psychometric tests. Psychometric tests such as personality tests, cognitive ability tests, and aptitude tests can be used to assess the fit between the candidate and the job position. HR psychologists ensure that these tests are valid and reliable to reduce the risk of bias in selection. The next slide about employee development and continuous learning. And these have 3.2. The first is identify training need. It's about by condition a performance analysis. HR psychologists identify training need at individual, team, and organizational level. This analysis help in design target training program. 2. Training program design. A good training program is designed to develop technical, managerial, and interpersonal skills. HR psychologists use our evidence-based approach to ensure that training programs support the development of skills relevant to organizational goals. 3. Evaluation of training effectiveness. Using evaluation models such as the Kirkpatrick models, training effectiveness is measured based on participant reaction, lesson learning, change in behavior, and impact on work outcome. This evaluation helps in assessing the impact of the training and making improvement where necessary. The last slide about performance management. Goals. The first is goal setting and key performance indicator or KPIs. HR psychologists assess in development specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Or we talk about SMART goals and identify KPIs to measure success. These answers employers have clear and realistic target. The second, competence-based performance appraisal. Performance evaluation is based on core competence relevant to the employer position. Performance assessment tools such as 360-degree appraisal and self-evaluation can provide a comprehensive picture of employee performance. Feedback and coaching. HR psychology ensures that the feedback process is done constructively to motivate employees. Coaching aims to help employees reach their full potential through guidance and support. Okay, that's me that I can confuse. And I am. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.